Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of my recap of Life After Lockup, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 23. This is a redo because the last one was really bad, pixelated because our Wi-Fi was going crazy. So we hope that this is better. I'm going to get Chris in to check to see if it's better. Check it for me. This is my sister, Sawai. She watches the show as well. Hi, Tiana. She watches the show as well, and so she's going to do a recap. This is like, we're going to be repeating everything we just said in the last live. That was 12 minutes. That was terrible. Sorry. It is better. Thanks, Chantel, for letting us know. Hi, Trey Wade. All right, you guys. So just to honor those who are watching this, not live, we are going to be just going through what's happening in the episode, and then we're going to come back to the audience and have the conversation. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. Give this video a thumbs up. Ooh, already 12 likes. You guys are there. 36 people in this room, 12 likes. If I can get some more likes to match those people in the room, that'd be awesome. All right, you guys. So let's jump right into this. So first couple that we're going to talk about is Meghan not Markle, Michael and Sarah, the throuple. So we have a good little old clear the air. Finally, everybody's putting the cards on the table conversation between Michael and Sarah, and it's good. So why you want to start off?
We is not finna keep embarrassing ourselves like this.
We is not finna keep embarrassing ourselves like this.
How can you say that in front of the child?
Sarah, we just don't need to go ahead and talk about this. What you mean?
I told you let's get therapy. I told you let's get help.
I told you let's talk. Sarah and her black scent. I did everything for you. I was there holding you down more than anybody else.
I was there holding me down more than anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. You was there.
Tell me you wasn't engaged. Tell me you don't love her.
I don't even know why we talking about all that there, because Megan ain't got nothing to do with what's going on here right now. I'm going extra. Megan ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right here. So on the same token, let's talk about this divorce.
Right here.
Divorce, girl. She act like she ain't never heard
of
a word divorce in her life. She act like she ain't go to the lady, get a divorce. She act like she ain't put that power suit on and her boots and her blazer and go get the papers for a divorce.
Like she didn't have them in her back pocket, low key.
Like she wasn't ready to do it. And the girl, I mean, I felt bad for her. She did say some things that I think resounded with me. She said, why did you get me pregnant? I feel like, why did you get me pregnant if you were engaged with somebody else? I feel like you just got me pregnant and then left for 3 years and left me to suffer with your daughter. And like all those things are very, very true. But at the same time, the fact is that she said that he needed to work to be with his daughter. And so that prompted him to ask her to get married in order to get to see his daughter at all times. And I think those are drastic measures for sure. But like, I guess they make sense in his world.
I mean, I don't get the whole asking her to marry him also. And then what was it, like the next week he asked Megan to marry him? So he got married to Sarah and then shortly after asked. So I don't know. I feel like Michael might have been caught up in the moment at the same time. And then he thought of that reason later on. And maybe that was part of it. But a dirtbag does what a dirtbag does.
He is a dirtbag. He's an absolute trash bag. And then he's like, oh, Sarah fell in love with somebody else. No, she fell in love with you.
Right.
The person you presented herself. So here's my theory. My theory is that Michael got with this white girl. He was 21? She was 20. I don't know what their age difference is. But she says that she got pregnant with Aviana when she was 20 years old. Right. She became a mom at 20. So she's in a place where she's meeting this guy who's telling her all these things. He's probably feeling good because he got with a white girl. Mm-hmm. And he's probably like, oh, telling her all this stuff, spitting all this game. And for some reason, I've talked to many men, and sometimes a lot of them have said to me that they think that when they're putting on this game that you both are playing the game, that like the woman is pretending to be in love and he's pretending to be in love too. And so that when one wants to leave and he's confused, like I feel like Michael acts like he didn't know that Sarah was really in love with him. And I just think that's really weird because you set her up to fall for you. And then when she got pregnant and held all the cards, you then made a drastic choice and dug yourself deeper and deeper into this hole that you couldn't get yourself out of. And she ended up making herself look stupid waiting around for you. And then you disrespected her in the worst way.
In front of a lot of people.
In front of the nation. Not just the nation. Like, I don't know who went into the show. I don't know I don't know who went into Love After Lockup and said, hey, I have this situation. But you were the one who told the producers about the other one, right? It was either Megan or Sarah who signed up for the show, right? Because it couldn't have been Michael. It was either Megan or Sarah.
I could have sworn Megan said it was her.
Was it Megan?
I don't know. Don't get me a line.
So somebody called the show, okay? And when the show spoke to him, he said, oh, guess what I have? I have another one. So he's the one who did that, okay? The show did their due diligence, and this is the best. I mean, it was just so good. It's just so good.
Ooh, corn on the grill.
Who's got corn on the grill?
I'm hungry.
Wait.
Jessie does.
Jessie Lee? Oh, salmon.
Ooh, salmon?
Oh,
my
Jessie.
Goodness. You going in.
Oh, it's delicious. We don't have salmon nor corn here, but we do have lots of cherry tomatoes, if you were wondering.
Yes, and leftover cow foot soup.
Yeah.
From last week. I'm gonna eat some. I'm not.
Cow foot soup.
She's too cool.
I'm too cool for it. I can't do it. I can't eat cow foot soup. Meanwhile, I'm like, you're about to eat soup. Okay, anyways. So there was a huge misunderstanding that Michael is the one who's to blame for that misunderstanding from the very beginning. So she starts to cry. She talks about how much she loved him. He basically says, I love you, but I was never in love with you. And the only reason I married you was because you were denying me access to my children, and it got too far. She was crying and said, I'm really sorry that I was not the person you needed me to be. Again, blaming herself. We see that her Lee press-on nails popped off. So she lost 2 of her nails during that exchange. Very upset about it. And Aviana was in the other room, and Aviana came out because her mother is screaming and crying. And then she has to pretend to be okay with it. And it was just a really sad moment. And Michael just he says that he's sorry for what he did to her, and that he's already explained himself, and he's already copped to all of his mistakes. And she's like, well, saying that you're sorry and copping to your mistakes isn't fixing them. And I'm just like, that's what you don't understand. He's not going to fix them.
No, he's not.
He's not going to fix them.
Michael is selfish, and he's only about what serves him.
Yeah.
And I guess sometimes his kids.
Yeah. But we'll see, because on her way home, she says that she usually is the one who makes the effort to get him to be present. She's the one who brings the kids around. She's the one who makes time for him. And so she's saying that she's going to see how he's going to behave now that she's not going to be making all this kind of effort. And then he gets home and he calls Megan. I mean, he's sitting on a very low couch with somebody's mama comforter on it. And he calls Megan and is like, yeah, I just told Sarah this and we're getting a divorce. And Megan's like, cool. And he's like, all right, I love you. And she was just like, boop, boop.
And then he gives somebody back their phone because it was pink. And he like, here you go.
He always using a producer's phone. I don't understand this person. I don't understand Michael at all. He always using somebody's phone. Here's the deal. He's from Flint, Michigan, and I haven't talked about it. Flint, water crisis. Mm-hmm. Flint is one of the poorest cities in the U.S. It is going through a lot right now. So Michael is my brother wants to say that Michael is a product of his environment. My brother didn't want to be on TV, on the YouTubes, explaining himself because
that's why Michael is his boy.
Because he said, "Oh, Michael's my boy. He's just a product of his environment." And I'm just like, you need to come on YouTube and state your case. And he's like, "No, I'm not going to do that.
My hair ain't cut.
My hair's not cut. They messed my cut up." That's what he said. That's the reason why my brother is not here right now, because he said that he got a bad cut and he's mad at the barber. So
Megan was trying to play it cool, Jessie. Just like she was the last time when she had the phone right there, but she was cleaning the whole kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, it's the phone. It's the phone. No, it's not him. It's not him.
Robocalling.
She got so excited when she thought it was him. How dare you get me pregnant? How dare you get me pregnant? How dare you? How dare you get me pregnant and then leave me? It was so true. It was so true. All right. So the next scene that we have with them is...
Does Megan have a lot of Jordans? Or not Megan. They have a lot of Jordans.
Oh, Jordan. I mean, it's just part of the culture, right?
I didn't even notice.
Part of the culture.
Jordans are expensive.
Yeah, they are. Spring in Flint, you guys. So it's spring in Flint, you know? Day on the porch. Mama's on the porch. She let go of her raggedy ass ponytail.
And she just got her swoop with her natural. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I mean, God bless Caroline. You know what I'm saying? God bless her.
Day's twists were cute though.
Day's twists were cute. And like, so I was saying now, how come if Michael does his own hair, how come he don't braid his mama's hair?
He can do her some plaits, y'all. Those hairs. Michael stayed twisted up, and I heard he do his own hair. I heard he does his own hair. I'm gonna need you to fix mama hair. Come on.
Oh
now.
God.
Come on. Now.
Oh God. He got there with the puff. You know what I'm saying? He got his
lineup.
He got his lineup with a puff. He came out of the car. He handed his mother those papers, and she was so proud of her son. And I just think that the fact that she was so proud that her son was off of parole after 7 years of being a part of the system, and they are so optimistic. And the only thing that I could think of is like, no, you still have a hard battle. Like you have a felony, right? He's a felony, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to, he's not going to be able to get a job. Like he's not going to be able to, he's not going to be treated like a real person.
Unfortunately.
No. He's not going
to go get a real job though. Quiet as it's kept.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, like he's a rapper, you know what I'm saying? He's going to work on his rapping career. But like, it's just such an uphill battle. Like we have family members who have degrees and who have all kinds of stuff, but have served time in prison, and it's hard for them.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying, that like, it's still an uphill battle.
Unfortunate as it is.
Unfortunate. I mean, and I'm happy for him, but if for me, because of my like worldview, I'm still just like, that's not enough. Like you need to go back in time and fix the mistakes so that you don't have anything on your record.
I think he was in jail, Olivia, for what was it, Grand Theft Auto when he was 16?
Grand Theft Auto, and I think he like
charged as an adult.
Yeah, he got charged as an adult, but I think he like, I think somebody was in the car. Like I think he
so carjacking.
Yeah, he carjacked somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they were all very happy, and I was just happy for them at the same time, thinking like, the battle's not over.
Lena, you can get a job and have a felony. Don't get me wrong, but from our personal experience, nothing against anybody with a felony. We have,
family
relatives
members,
that have gone through similar situations, have gotten degrees, and have still gone through a lot of things. So you can get a job, but as far as a job to where, you might be making what you feel like you're worth, it might not be.
It's going to take a while for him. He won't be able to get the kind of job that he feels he's ready for until like he's in his 30s.
Right.
Until like it's fully off of his record, and when they do background checks, nobody sees it.
Right. And he's going hard in that area, to really, pump himself up and do what he has to do.
Yeah. So family's happy. Day looks good. Sarah, I was the whole time that Caroline's on the porch with her kids, I'm looking at those kids and I'm like, none of them look like her. And I'm just like, they all look like a trifling ass daddy. I know they all got trifling daddies. Like, I don't for 1 second believe that either of those kids' parents, fathers, ain't trifling. Okay, Michael looked like his trifling daddy. They didn't look like her trifling daddy.
Caroline looked like she didn't have some trifling baby daddies.
Caroline looked like she done been through with these kids. Okay, so that's why I say that.
Lovey-dovey, you can get it expunged after a certain amount of time. This is very true.
Yeah, you can. After a certain amount of time, and you don't do things in the interim that gets you put back in. So as much as you guys are having a positive outlook, I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just saying, from my perspective, it's still an uphill battle.
Right.
So he says that he hasn't spoken to Sarah, and that's simply because they haven't gotten to a place where they can speak to each other or something. I don't know. He said something that didn't make sense. It was like a roundabout statement. The reason why Sarah and I haven't spoken to each other is simply because we haven't been on the same page to speak to each other. What? But you didn't answer the question. That's not like
I'll never answer the question.
No, you didn't answer the question at all. Okay.
And then when they're on the porch, Day and his mother trying to blame Meghan Markle for the reason that he's no longer with his. Well, wait, let's quote her.
Look right here. They can't hear you if it's not like.
Oh, if I'm not yelling. Yeah. Got it. Meghan has destroyed everything between Meghan and his wife, Sarah. Or wait,
Michael.
Michael and his wife, Sarah. Sorry.
What? I just feel like I don't believe that their wedding was that valid. And for Caroline I guess maybe there was some kind of pride that her son was married.
Maybe. I never thought about that.
Like maybe there was
Perhaps.
some kind of pride that he was married and that he was married and had a woman and had 2 kids. So that's why she was so pushing for him to stay married, as though that is some kind of victory within itself. Because they're blaming Meghan like Michael's not even a factor at all, especially when Meghan had no idea for 2 years that she was talking to Michael that he was even with Sarah.
And told Caroline that, and Caroline, like, I'm not getting in the middle of that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, your son is the trifling one.
Right.
And you're still, this is like the old school thing that women do to each other, is blame each other for behavior. And so as opposed to blaming the man who's the one who did it. And like,
annoying.
It's just really, it was weird. Cause I'm like, Caroline, you're an adult. Like, don't say she's getting in the way of your son and his marriage. Like, that marriage wasn't real.
And stop acting like it was.
It was only a marriage in like paperwork. Like, he never was a husband. Michael never did husband shit. Like, he just sat at home and like got on Sarah's nerves and then cheated on her the whole time. Like,
hi, Lynn. I'm Sawai. She was asking who is the special guest.
Oh, like this is my sister. It didn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense. So the next scene we have after that is Michael is going to go over to Texas to see Meghan, and he has a surprise that he needs to tell her, and he's not telling anybody what that surprise is. And on his way, he gets, oh, hello. And she like, yeah, just putting these kids to sleep.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna call you back when I finish working.
All right.
First of all, what job do you have, Michael?
Yeah.
What did you tell this girl? You ain't got no job. You do not have a job, Michael. Stop it.
Liar. Stop it with your lies. And then they're like, is that Meghan? And he's like, nah, just the wrong place, wrong time. I'm like, why do you answer the phone? Why do you answer the phone? He didn't have to answer the phone. He knew he was filming.
Like he didn't have to agree to film in general.
Yeah.
Michael,
why do you answer the phone?
Time.
He's just like trifling. He's just trifling. Him and Lizzie just both trifling for no reason.
Yes.
And then he gets to Meghan's place and he's like, oh, let me find out they're rich. Meanwhile, they're living in like a basic neighborhood. Like, it's not basic. It's a nice neighborhood. But like,
it's, you know.
They don't look rich. The house,
I mean, they were very nice houses.
They were houses, so but they're like, what? 3-bedroom ranch style homes?
I'll give them 4. There's 4 here. 4.
I mean, I guess if somebody were to pull into our neighborhood and like be like, "Oh, you rich?" I'd be like,
surprised how many people pull into our neighborhood and I'm like, "This is where y'all live. This is where you live." You know how many times I had that reaction?
Oh,
I mean,
not that our house is bad. I don't think it's bad, but I would not ever go, "Oh, these people in this house are rich."
A lot of people don't grow up in houses. Not like that, but like there are people who don't grow up in houses. You know,
Michael's in a house. That's what I'm saying. Michael's in a house that's like Jackie and Lamar and them coming over here talking about y'all rich. I'm like,
okay. Maybe.
I'm like, Jackie, y'all live in a house too. Y'all live in a house in the neighborhood. Y'all got a lawn. Y'all got a lawn, like a man who comes and mows your lawn too. And it's just weird that people look at our house and would like assume stuff. And I'm just like,
yeah. I mean, it was a nice neighborhood though. I'm gonna give them that. They lived. To me, it was up. You guys don't think it was upper middle class a little bit?
It wasn't upper middle class.
It wasn't upper middle?
No, it was middle class. It was middle class. And it's just because it's Texas and it looks different. It looks nice. But for him to say, let me find out they're rich is weird to me.
He lives in the shack. Stop. Jesse, I didn't say it.
Lee.
I didn't say it.
Like, so here's the deal. Okay, so anyways, it's a nice neighborhood. He's like, let me find out they're rich. And I was like, and what you gonna do? You already said that you got with Meghan so that she could elevate you in season 1. Not season 1. The first part of season 2. So we already knew that you were trying to use Meghan because you recognized that she was different, that she was from a 2-parent family. She's from a different environment than you. And you were trying to use that to your advantage because that's what he said. And then he knocks on the door and she's like, I'm sorry, the comments. You guys are making me laugh. She's so happy to see him because he said that he always promised her that once he'd get off parole, he would come to Texas and see her. And he did.
Popped right up on her.
Popped right up.
But did she let him in the house?
No.
Where would that daddy
Where's her dad? Where's her brother?
Because I know I wouldn't let him in my daddy house.
Oh man.
You got to go.
Oh, daddy.
We got to stand at the front.
Daddy.
And then it'll come somebody peeking out the front window like
the blinds would be fluttering.
Moving.
The blinds would be fluttering. And daddy would be like, Wahima, go find out who's outside. I'm like, why do I have to? Go find out. I don't want to find out. Wahima, go find out who is outside. So then I have to walk outside looking dumb, like,
what you doing?
Hi. So why? Daddy wants me to ask you who's this outside. Oh God. So
it would be me. Just saying.
It's not gonna be me. Oh God, I have to go outside and be like, I don't know who that is. And he's like, well, you better find out. Okay, great.
So
anyways,
why daddy wants to know
so why daddy wants to know who you're outside with. Oh, Jamar. Daddy, that's Jamar. Who? Jamar who? Jamar who? Who that?
Oh, not her synthetic ponytail, Tiana. She can't though. She can't. There's nothing there.
So anyways, back to it. So he doesn't tell her. We all are waiting to know what it is that Michael has to tell Megan, and we don't find out. I don't know what Sharp Entertainment is playing at. I don't know what WeTV is doing, but they promised us a surprise at the end, and we got no surprise. What was he going to say?
The world may never know.
The world is never going to know. Okay? Never. We don't know if they got divorced. She got those papers, and I don't understand why hasn't she already got the papers drawn up. He just needs to sign them. I don't understand what's happening.
She don't want him to sign the papers. Or else he would have signed them as soon as he was there talking about the divorce. I told you that could have been, she could at least got a surprise like out of him, you know? If she had just did something. I have no idea. You know, whatever. That's what it is.
All right, you guys. We are 22 minutes in, only still talking about Meghan and Markle. Okay, let's move on. So let's move on to Brittany and Marcelino. So, I mean, this is real quick. They pulled up. They had their court session. They get there. The lawyer's like, Marcelino, don't speak. Okay? I'm a Gwen Stefani, yo ass. Do not speak in this court. Because we tried it your way, and now that's why we're here having to go aggressive. Right. And Brittany's like, okay. And, you know, everybody's calm. Tito walks in looking crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
Tito,
why was his shirt so big? Like,
his whole outfit was so big.
Not like that no more. You like, dude. So you got to get a smaller shirt, baby.
Yeah, Tito just looking real raggedy. I don't know what evidence they brought to the table, but Brittany got 60-40 custody, not even 50-50, 60-40. They must have been able to prove that Giovanni was with them for a full year, that Tito wasn't looking too good, you know, and that all the things that has happened and all the things that Brittany has done to overcome her circumstances, and how she's like now she's now a house mom, and she's taking care of her 2 kids and her dog. Like, Brittany came out of prison
and did the thing.
And just did it. Okay?
Good for her.
Good for her. House mom. Like,
I mean, listen.
Her man is trying to play poker.
How come nobody would have swooped me and my baby up? How come nobody want to swoop me and my baby up? Like, I didn't even go to jail. Dang. I got a job.
And you just got your degree?
I got a degree. You know? Like, dang. It's cool though. No, super happy for her though. And, you know, that's dope.
Yeah, it's really good for her. And so then the second scene with them is that they're making a poster for Bunky, and Marcelino decides that it's okay for Bunky to be Zoila's godmother, and they give Bunky a call, and they like look out the window at 8 p.m. and she's like, why? Like, just look out the window at 8 p.m. and flash the lights. She's like, okay. On the Kentucky Fried Chicken side. The Kentucky Fried Chicken side? Oh yeah, which side? The Kentucky Fried Chicken side. Marcelino knew which side of the jail, because he been on the outside of the jail yelling for Brittany for a year.
He's true to this. He true to this. He like, I'm about that life. Let's do it.
He's like,
I'm gonna show you what I did.
Like, make a poster.
How I did it.
Like, make a poster. They made a poster for Bunky. Bunky flashed the lights, and it said, "Will you be Zoila's godmother?" or something like that. And Giovanni was there. It was a really, it was a really cute little moment. All of Brittany's children look just like her. Both of her kids are half Latino and like a strong Latino.
I thought Marcelino was black.
Like he's like Dominican or like a black Puerto Rican or something. And like they all look like her. Yeah. Giovanni don't look like he's nobody's Latino child at all.
But then Tito low-key don't, he doesn't have those.
I think he does. He's dark enough. Mm-hmm. He's dark enough for Giovanni has red hair.
Does he?
Yeah. He's a redhead.
What? Oh, well, okay.
So Brittany's genes are strong. Yeah, they're strong.
And that's little way.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I'm putting the squares.
Yeah. So like that's definitely like, so he must have some kind of red hair in his family too, some like hidden gene. And same thing with Marcelino. For Zoila to be as light as she is. I mean, unless her hair comes in dark, but like
but you saw how Ladani looked, and Ladani was black, so
yeah. But Ladani is Belizean.
That's true. Ladani came out looking like, I don't know what Ladani came out looking like.
Everybody thinks he's biracial.
I know everybody thinks he's biracial.
Everybody thinks he's biracial. Ladani like not biracial at all.
No, not biracial.
And so so that's it for them. So that was a good ending for her, and I really do wish them the best. So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Lizzie and Scott. So we left off the heels of them having the argument in the front yard. Scott is so mad because he feels like Lizzie owes him. Lizzie should be supporting him and helping him get through his meth addiction. But really, the truth is, it's not her responsibility to.
That's not. But she didn't have to do him the way she does him.
No, she doesn't. But she's making good TV.
She is making good TV.
She's making good TV, and so like it's not her responsibility because she's like a heroin addict. Like she can't help a meth head. You know what I'm saying? She needs to do her own thing. She's also trying to stay off of alcohol as well. And Scott wouldn't be good for that because Scott, it drinks. So it's just not the right environment for her. And she's making good TV. And then for him to like throw that money at her, like, oh yeah, now you want me. I'm like,
this is what you want.
This is what you want. You want my money. Like she's like, Scott, calm down. You the one who gave her all that money. You
right.
Did it.
I can't feel bad for him for that one. Like,
you did it. Now.
This is what you wanted her to love you for. Was for what you could give her. That's why you did it.
You did.
You don't feel like your looks and your personality are good enough.
Yeah.
And no, come Andre. She shouldn't be wearing half the outfit she wears.
Listen, I support it. I have a belly too, and I would like to have my
belly too. But listen, I'm not gonna wear the little whatever they have when they show her as a forklift driver, and she's like. I'm like, Lizzie
is used to being on drugs and staying relatively skinny, okay? So she doesn't know how to manage herself at this point. She's been on drugs for 10 years.
Yeah.
She doesn't know it.
You know how to dress with the belly, you know what I'm saying?
I want to be able to wear my crop tops as well, so I support her. But also, whose car was he beating up with the branch?
It's just like, you just love spending money on behalf of Lizzie, huh? Whether it's directly or indirectly.
He got a branch. A thick branch, and then started beating up somebody's car. Is that his car? How many cars does Scott have? He got the old Camino. He got the Trans Am, and I guess he has an SUV. Meanwhile, Charlene is taking, Charlene did a Uber, right? Wasn't Charlene Uber?
Honestly, I just see Charlene pop up, and I'm just like, I don't even see what happens in between. I just pay attention when I hear voices.
Charlene is so hilarious. Don't you think Charlene looks Belizean or like
low-key? She looks like something.
Yeah. She doesn't look American to me.
No.
But anyways, that's the end of their segment. Who knows what happens with them? Who knows what happens?
Oh, but then no. Continue on, Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine. So Jasmine graduates from high school
at 20.
At 20. I had no idea. I actually heard that Jasmine had a baby. So maybe that might have something to do with it. I think that they kept it on the low, but that might be a rumor that I just heard. So I don't know. Jasmine's been going through it herself.
I'm not judging. I graduated college late as well. So
I think there's something going on. I think that there was something happening in her life that caused her to not graduate on time.
My mom has also been on drugs her whole life and in jail. So, maybe.
And it looks like her mom was sick too. It looks like her grandmother has some kind of physical ailment. So she might have had to drop out to help her.
2 kids. Lynn, you are too?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, then that would explain
it. She had more kids than her mama.
That would explain it. If she does have 2 kids, that would explain it. And then then congratulations to her. You know, like that's a definite reason.
Do love, and I was trying to be, you know, sympathetic. I know 2 different things, but you know, they said that it's college and high school are 2 different things as far as graduating.
But like, I just had no idea that Jasmine had so much stuff going on in her life, you know? And so I was just like, oh, so maybe the rumors are true. Like maybe that's what happened. And like her grandmother having those ailments, like she looks like she had a stroke, right? There's something up with like a side of her body. So she might have had to take care of her grandma because Lizzie wasn't there. And I don't know where her grandfather is. But anyways, it's a really cute family moment. Lizzie is very much taller than her mother. So she gets her tall from her dad. And she talks to Jasmine about Scott and how she went to California, and Jasmine like has a post, like an attitude, even though it already happened. And she's like, you know, I understand that that you're upset with me, but you know, I just wanted to be honest with you. And so then Jasmine is like, see, I told you Scott was trash. And it's just like, no, you're both trash.
Yeah, I'm just like, but I guess you can't talk about your mama like that. You know what I'm saying? But you still have to like understand that they're not good for each other.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not just like, oh, he's not good for you.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't need to be with anybody. Nobody is good for you right now. You need to be good for yourself and me.
Yeah. Tiana, I don't know if Tito called him the N-word, but it could just be like, I mean, certain pockets of this country, like everyone says the N-word. Like New York City, anybody says the N-word. It's culture. Same thing in like Sacramento or the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Like people say the N-word. So it's only on it's only on like internet and like social media that it's like banned for other people.
Right down south though, they don't like that. So if anybody's from down south,
well, that is where the racism comes from.
Right. But like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have like a really hard time.
Yeah, yeah. The Southerners, I understand, and I would be very upset too if some white person from the South, if like Angela was just like these niggas, I'd be like, excuse me, ma'am.
What do you mean?
Excuse me, ma'am. No,
don't do that.
Even though all 6 of your grandchildren are half black, excuse me, no. Oh, this is a 90 Day Fiance crossover, so sorry for that. Okay. So anyway,
so first season of 90 Day Fiance.
So there's that. So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Tracie and Clint.
My goldie.
So I think that the wedding was whack. I thought that the wedding was so much better.
Wait a minute. I didn't say the wedding was whack. I said they were whack, and I said they looked crazy. Especially Clint.
Clint looked like...
Oh, he cleaned his nails, didn't he? They looked like they were cleaner.
I don't know. I didn't see his nails, but I saw his face, and his face
my God. It looked like I said, he was dirt biking all day. Like, you just, like, on the dunes, you know, but just, like, put a suit on. Let's get married. Let's do it. He was so dusty. He was so dusty. I mean, I guess... to me, Tracie looked better after she had got done doing motherfucking crack than she did on this wedding. But maybe, you know, I don't want to talk about. I feel bad talking about Tracie because that's so.
You guys, let me tell you what's happening with Tracie. Let's look. Somebody sent me a thing. It is the saddest situation.
It sure is that Whitney and Bobby crackhead love.
It is the saddest.
Jeez.
Look at Tracie,
the
y'all.
Lights make it look worse.
Look at Tracie. Like, Look at Tracie, y'all. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Oh,
there it is.
Man. I feel so bad.
I feel so bad for Tracie. She got caught up again. She's in prison again. And I just feel so bad for her because I honestly was really rooting for Tracie.
Right.
I thought she looked good during her wedding. I thought when they were walking around the streets of Las Vegas that they were really happy. I just wanted the best for her because at the end of the day, I really did like Tracie. I really did.
I did too.
And I'm so sad. And she's crying in this picture too. And I'm just like,
she knows like she effed up. Like to me, none of the other mugshots of her they showed did she seem like she cared.
Yeah.
You know, and this was the first one where she looked like she knew she effed up.
Yeah.
And not to say that like, you know, Love After Lockup is like, you know, it, but you know, it's an opportunity in some way, you know, to do something better.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
She didn't. And she couldn't, not with Clint. Clint is not the person for her. In fact, she needed to go to a treatment center. She needs to not be with Clint because Clint has his own erratic problems. So I just wish, I wish the best for her. And I hope that she's able to like
come back from this.
I know. I just hope she is too.
I don't know if Clint is in jail or not, but they sure do show his mugshot around. I don't know which one it is though.
The one from when he ran the Little Debbie truck into the
Okay. I don't know. Clinton must just be better at not getting caught, because I honestly feel like Clint over there doing motherfucking Greg too. Yeah. So, you know.
All right. So the next and the last couple that we're going to talk about is Andrea and Lamar. Lamar is my favorite cast member. Lamar, he was like, that behavior was real strange.
Like, AKA in Cali, that was some weirdo shit.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Lamar is a Cali dude through and through. I love it.
All the way.
I love it. It just like reminds me of all of my cousins. It is just like
Cali dude for sure.
He just like, yeah, he's like, nah, you know, my patience is starting to wear. I feel like the Mormons done got in her head and made her think that, I don't know, but I'm not about to lose, you know. He's like really thinking through it. Like, you know, he's not getting upset with her. He takes her phone because she won't give him his papers. And then she has the reaction of a lifetime about she's like, give me my phone. Who does that?
You just did that with more important papers.
You took his papers and he just took my kids they have to call me. You should have thought about that before you took his paper. And
before you put them on the plane, didn't tell nobody. Crazy.
She's so crazy. And she's just like, that's what I say. She's like Sarah, where she's just like, you owe me. I provided you this wonderful atmosphere and you don't want to take full advantage of it. He's like, he was like, bro, you need to give me my papers. Like, he's like, I'm not playing with you, bro. I'm out of here.
On my mama. That was the next thing that was coming on my mama. Rest in peace. Like, you better give me my, like.
And she was like, he not leaving me. He's addicted to me. And then she looking out the blinds like, he's leaving. She's like crying.
But he's addicted to this, so he coming back.
Yeah. Who's gonna wash his clothes? Who's gonna get him ready? I'm like, some other girl. Some other woman that he's gonna swoop and pick up in his Beamer.
Him on the show.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because he seems like a relatively like put together person. He seems like he's real cool. You can bring him around the family. Like, I don't know. I would feel okay bringing him around the family.
Lamar can conduct himself.
Lamar can come to our house.
He can come.
He can come.
My dad will give him a beer.
Yeah, my muffler bearing is getting loud and the oil I use, I don't know what that means. Thanks, V-Stag, for letting us know that.
Oh, she sure is AliExpress. Like, come on now, sis. Like, you know. But, no.
What?
She said that Andrea acts like she's Prada, but she's really AliExpress.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah, you're putting on a whole front. Like, I get it. You've been able to do well enough for yourself, you and your kids, you know, and everything. But, like, this doesn't make you look any better at all. And, like, we don't feel like you're this, like, upscale Mormon Black woman.
Yeah.
We just feel like you're nuts and something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
And that you're putting on for the show.
For the show. She's doing what she got to do.
You know, got to live your life. But Lamar rolled out.
He sure did. And he got a good little aerial shot with the drone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like, let's get these mountains. Let's get him dipping out. I think he left too.
Yeah. Mormons done mess her brain up.
Yeah, they just on some cult stuff.
He's
That's
like,
real culty.
Yeah, he's
real
like,
culty.
I'm not about to be a Mormon. For sure.
And I was like, I feel you for sure. Like,
for sure. It's not gonna happen. For sure. Like, I literally, if I ever saw, I don't know where he is in LA, but he's not in Compton.
No, he's not in Compton.
Because he's a Crip. But like,
yeah.
I want to just be like, Lamar, we're on your side.
Yeah, what's up, Lamar?
For sure.
For sure. Y'all look like y'all fun.
What's his brother's name? I don't remember his brother. Starts with a D.
Diplo
or
Diplo. Yeah.
Is it Diplo? Yeah. I'm like, Diplo, where you at?
Diplo.
With your low couch. With your low ass couch. I need you to get a higher couch,
the
sir.
weed smoke. Go in the backyard.
It's the weed house.
Go in the backyard.
So that's it, you guys. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We were here
Thanks, girl, Brazilian. Sorry.
For 40 minutes. Somewhere in South LA. Dulo, that's his name. Dulo.
Oh, Dulo. Oh, like, okay.
Okay, I see it. I'd take Lamar to my beautiful family. They'd welcome him with open arms and be like, for sure, we about to have fun. Right. I feel like, Lamar is somebody that you can bring around and he knows how to act. He's not going to act up.
He's not going to turn up too much. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to be real cool. Yeah. You know, like, I feel like Lamar is a good guy.
Yeah.
You can contact me on justcallmewa@gmail.com. Justcallmewa@gmail.com. I don't go on my Facebook. I went to go into my Facebook group. I feel so bad about that Facebook group. I have not been into it in like 2 months.
Lamar looked like Jesse, like he wear the your granddaddy sandals and be on the barbecue with like one beer. You know, he might do like, you know, a couple beers throughout the night and that's it.
Yeah. He's just trying to kick it. Like he's just trying to kick it and be cool. Yeah. Thank you, Lynn J.
Thanks,
Hi, Renee. Renee says, wow, your sister is so cute. You should do more lives. Thanks. Yeah, if she starts to watch the shows, we can do it.
I'm working on it, y'all. I'm doing 90 Day Fiance. I just shit. All right. It stresses me out and it makes me it makes me cringe, but I'm trying to get through it.
Mika says yes with the sun visor and flip-flops.
Right.
A Kango hat. Perhaps a Kango hat.
Back to the cow foot. See, girl, I'm trying to tell you, Lena, she sleeps. She sleeps.
I can't.
She sleeps.
I'm actually going to get on the road right now and drive to Chris's house. I got my bags packed, so I'm about to leave you guys. I'm about to roll out. So you guys, thank you so much for thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me.
This was so much fun. You guys, this is a great season. Please watch next season's Love After Lockup. You guys, I'm having surgery on Wednesday, so I won't be able to do anything until next week. There will be no morning tea on Wednesday, so I got to somehow make that announcement. But you know, tell your friends. I'm not gonna be there. But I will be watching Love After Lockup. We've got 90 Day Before the 90 Days, which I still have to do. I'll do a live when I get to Chris's house tonight. So if you guys are available later on this evening, we'll go live then. Oh, Vicky Vale, thank you so much for the super chat.
I that it was him and not somebody's right. He was real chill. Because if it was, what was the other one? The girl the one whose dude wouldn't stop acting up. What was the one? The one whose mom passed away. Oh, if it was him.
Oh, Matt.
I'd be going for that.
Matt would have broke every window in the house.
He would have messed it up.
Matt would have broke every
right about that.
window in the house.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, you guys. I want to thank you guys so much. We gotta go. It's hot underneath these lights.
I got to go get my baby.
Yeah, we told them that we'd be only gone for 30 minutes. It's probably been an hour and a half. All right. Thank you guys so much. Remember to have a fantastic week. And remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Bye, you guys.
Bye.